It's your boy KO. You know what it is. Featuring your girl, NJ.
Welcome to Kofi and Njira. This is our story.
Let's get into it. The cows have arrived. Lobola has been paid off. So we're moving on to the favorite part, picking out the suits. I've been told...
cows have reached their destination.
So I've been told that I look good in a white suit.
You look good in white.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
A black man looks good in white.
So our search commenced and we found a place that could give us what we wanted in terms of the suit. But then...
And this is January, I think, right towards the end.
Yes, and the wedding was set for May. So what happens is that it gets stuck abroad. Can you believe that?
No, well, I can believe it because I went through it. So the suit, we had a bit of stress with the suit. It arrived late after your boy KO had been to the shop countless times. It eventually arrived, and yeah, you'll get to see a picture of him rocking his suit.
Yeah.
As he said, the cattle had reached their destination, so I also had to go dress shopping. Initially, I was supposed to have one dress, but a girl can never have too many dresses. So from one dress, I had the reception dress, and I also had the dress that I wore at church. And I didn't have any problems with my dresses. Nothing was stuck anywhere. The only problem was weight, because I'd fluctuate, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight.
That seems to be a universal problem, actually.
So I didn't know if my wedding dress was going to fit on my wedding day because I had gained some weight, but yeah, I did. But well,
wow,
okay,
she actually admitted it.
Let's not talk.
Hey,
let's not talk about weight gain right now. But yeah, there was that whole putting on and losing. But I had my two dresses. Everything was perfect, and yeah, it was a great experience trying out my dresses with my family. And yeah, there's no stressful story associated with the dresses, and you'll get to see those too.
Picking the groomsmen, I picked people that were very close to me. One of which, my best man, was somebody that I grew up with. We did a whole lot of things together. We were actually both groomsmen at another wedding. So it was quite interesting for us to...
I'm not going to say anything.
Please don't say anything.
Let me not start.
So yeah, that was my best man.
And funny enough, he was Zambian.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, he was Zambian. So the other groomsmen consisted of a very close friend to both of us, and also one of her siblings, her brother. Shout out. And we had a great time. You know, these were people that you could always ask for help to do something, and they would always come through. That's what I appreciated about all of them. They understood the gravity of what was going to happen, and they came through on so many different levels. For instance, my brother-in-law gave the best speech ever. Nobody saw that coming. Nobody thought that could come. So shout out.
I hope you'll get to see the speech.
Yeah. And my best man, shout out for being the best guy out there.
And then you have to decide who's going to be part of your bridal party. And so for me, I decided it was going to be my sisters and like really, really close friends. I know some of my other friends were disappointed because they didn't make the bridal party.
The cut.
But
You
it
make
was
the
it was
tea.
not even about that. I had to look at my character and my personality and my friends' characters and personalities, because I didn't want a situation where this was my wedding. Okay. And I was definitely bridezilla. So I didn't want a situation where I'm fighting with friends because I prefer something and they want something else at my wedding. So we were gonna have a problem. So I was just trying to keep friendships. I was trying to maintain friendships, trying to maintain peace. So I picked the people that I knew I'd be able to bully into accepting everything that I wanted, and my sisters and my really, really good friend who actually came in from South Africa, and my other friend who, she talks a lot, but she had nothing to say this time. She was like, I'm not saying anything because it's your wedding, but after this, I'm going to tell you off. So I had to think carefully about who was going to be part of it. Not just the people that you see me with had to be there, because I didn't want to fight. I wanted to tell people, you're wearing pink, you're wearing gold shoes, and it was just, yes, ma'am. And that's just how it was, military style wedding. And here we are.
3 years later.
Yeah. Suit, check. Dresses, check. Bridal party, check. What could possibly go wrong? The day before, the 18th of May 2018, we were fighting. We were not talking to each other. We did our final dance practice. We were not talking. Like, how cool is that? Like, how cool is it to get things done and people are not even talking? Like, and the next day, you're expected to wake up, get dressed, and go and get married to someone you're not talking to.
How sure are you that somebody's not going to show up?
Yeah, actually. I see the risks to be taken. So, babe, what are we fighting about?
Actually, if you ask me that question, I actually don't know.
We need to tell them, because there's some people who are going to get married, so we need to tell them so they don't fight about the same thing.
The day before, emotions are rising, things need to be done, things are not done, and those pressures or those emotions are taken out on the other person. So there's always a clash. I believe that this clash was primarily due to that. Now, we're not talking. I remember the SMS was sent at around 3 a.m. where people were still awake, by the way.
Hey, you don't sleep. Nobody slept that day.
People were still awake to say that, oh no, Ghana, I felt this way about this, about that.
No, the message was like, I can't wait to see you in a few hours.
Yes,
it was like at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And we were scheduled to start at 10. So that's how many hours? A few hours before. He's just like, I think he was trying to make sure that I'm going to arrive, because we were fighting, we were not talking. There was beef. So he's just like, I'll see you soon. And I'm like, whew, thank God. He says he's going to see me, he's going to be there. Then I'm like, see you soon. So yeah, that's, but if you ask me what it was, I would say that he felt like I don't use the word bullying, but
she was bridezilla.
He felt like I was bullying him into doing stuff, but I really wanted to make sure everything was done right, because my brother forgot his bow tie. And that's the reason why, because I know how men are. Men, I'm really sorry, forgive me. Ladies, you know what I mean. Men are not really, they don't really pay attention to detail. They don't really know what is.
Okay.
So I was just trying to make sure that he has everything. And we don't have a situation where the bride is waiting for the groom. So that was it, simply. He felt like I was just busy being a bully, but I wasn't. I just wanted everything to be perfect. Is that the truth?
I suppose so.
And remember, I had done most of the work, right? So I did. You say the episode before this, you said that you gave me the money to do everything. Yeah. So I had done most of the work. So you're coming in at the end, right? And I'm just like, no, boo boo. This is my show.
Yeah.
This is the Njira show. You're not going to come in at the
We're
end.
just here just to show up.
Yeah,
Like,
hey,
we didn't do anything.
No. You know, so that's what. Yeah, so guys,
We didn't come for the suit. We did not come to check out the venue. We did not carry anything to the venue. We did not. Hella, the assumption that we didn't do anything is totally wrong. It's misconstrued.
I actually lost my train of thought. There's something that I wanted to say. The fact of the matter is, there's a lot of stress before the wedding. Naturally.
That's true.
There's stress, there's anxiety. It's the first time you're doing something you've never done before, you know? So you, in front of people, you're anxious, you're stressed. Time, it moves so quickly, you know, before you know it, from morning until, there's just so many things to do. There's a lot of running around. So that also gets to you emotionally. And maybe you project, you know? Everyone's projecting on the closest person to them. So, maybe for those that are going to get married, I would advise that you try to keep as calm as possible. It's going to be very difficult. And if anyone is going to come and say that before everything was smooth and what, I'm just going to be like, really?
No, but even if it was smooth, there would be something seriously wrong.
Yeah, exactly my point. So the anxiety is going to be there. Things are not going to go right. There's a lot. You feel pressurized. You feel scared. You feel like, should I do this? There's just so many. It's a whirlwind of emotion, and that's why I'm saying, if you're going to come and tell people that there's none of that, and you're feeling calm and all, you are lying. Let me tell you now. Let me tell you something. If you're going to tell people, oh no, it's just, you are lying. It gets real, like to the core. And it's a test, because the marriage itself is going to get real to the core. And if you can't handle the stress before the wedding, then when you get into the kitchen, which gets hot, I don't know. Are you going to walk out?
Another thing that went wrong. We realized, actually quite late, that people were not there for the right intentions. Because
the witches. You guys, I've been saying something wrong, but the witches.
So we noticed that,
and the wizards,
as the program was still going through, or still commencing, people decided to leave.
Spies.
But then, when they realized that food was actually about to be served,
when they saw the dessert,
they decided to,
when they saw the tiramisu,
hit the U-turn. And we literally from the high table saw empty tables that were quickly refilled. It was like water in an empty jug. So
know yourself.
We actually asked after the wedding to say, like, what exactly happened there? Because everybody just disappeared like, phew.
No, not everyone. The witches and the wizards.
Yeah, those same people. They disappeared. And we asked ourselves a lot of questions. What happened? Who died? Blah, blah, blah.
Death at a wedding.
Only to find people coming back and seated attentively, watching.
It reminds me of the movie Death at a Funeral.
So, yeah, that was another thing that went wrong.
Oh, people, you go to people's wedding just to eat. Eh?
You know how we do.
You must have good intentions for other people now. I almost spent a night in a cell. We got stopped by the police. I was with my best lady. Yeah. She had just come in from South Africa. And I don't know if was it a U-turn. There's something she was trying to do. She was trying to beat traffic because we were on our way for our final rehearsal and we were running late. And you know how traffic is here.
But that's not what she said. What she said was she needed to make a turn to beat traffic. And she consulted with the bride-to-be, who was like, no, it's fine. We can do this. We can go.
I didn't know I had powers to make people do illegal things.
And she took the decision. Go ahead. You can continue now.
Well, I don't know about that, but Best Lady made a turn. I was trying to ask what the turn is called, if you know what it is. Is it a U-turn? Because we were at the traffic lights and then she went past the traffic lights and went to the other side and then turned from that side. I don't know what it's called, but she did something extremely illegal. Like extremely, like not even U-turn illegal, like more than U-turn illegal. And guess who was behind us? The Popo.
5-0.
So the police stop us and they're just like, let's go. Follow us to the station.
Go quick.
Go quick. No, we have to mention Tlogweng police because Tlogweng police station does not play. Yes. They are serious. They mean business. They're not about to listen to anything. I mean, they had first class view of what happened. They were behind us, and how stupid of us not to even check who's behind us. We just did what we did, and they're like, police station now. I'm like, I'm about to get married. They're like, let's go, you will explain at the police station. I'm just like, my brothers, this is not happening. We have to talk, we have to sort this out. Well, it got sorted out somehow. And no brown envelopes were involved.
Thank God.
And we made it for the rehearsal. So, hey, that was another stressful thing. A bride who was on time. Hey! I know a bride who was on time and a groom who was late.
Okay. I don't know.
Hey, you know who I'm talking about. And I know she'll comment.
Okay. Oh!
Yes! I know a bride who was on time and a groom who was late.
Full disclaimer.
Kofi made the groom late.
Yeah, I knew that was going to come up somewhere.
So,
but no, it wasn't me. In fact, if anybody made the groom late, it was both of us.
No,
that I'll accept.
Okay,
we were here watching the cast.
Anyway, it's our story. We're not going to get into it. But
one time.
Anyway, what I know is that the groom waits for the bride. Like, you wait. And that's just it.
No,
hey.
I had no scrums.
Hey, you waited. A good, how many?
Hours.
No, 30 minutes.
No.
It was 30 minutes.
No,
hey, you exaggerate, though.
It was one.
Okay, I'll accept an hour.
What is this? A negotiation of what actually happened?
I'll accept an hour.
No, it was not an hour.
Like what?
You know that.
Because you don't tell them. Because you don't tell them how late I was.
So you do know that you actually.
I was, but I think you're exaggerating.
No, actually, I'm not. We have people that can confirm my story.
Hey, I arrived. That's the most important thing.
Yes, sure.
Finally. So yeah, we started late, and that's what we're now. So there were no cold feet, and we had our garden wedding and the vows. If something went right, it was the vows.
I made her cry.
The vows were just amazing. So apparently I say amazing a lot. Well, out of this world, I told myself I was going to be a gangster and I was not going to cry, and I actually wanted to make him cry, but no. Hey, it was just overflow. He had some really good vows.
Thank you.
Mine were not too bad either.
Yeah.
No, why are you not telling them?
Because it was overflowing. Your cup overflew.
Okay, and then also we had a surprise performance by one of the popular musicians in Botswana, or in Southern Africa. Actually, people do know him, and that was I'm still shocked he came and performed at our wedding, and he doesn't perform at weddings.
He doesn't do.
So shout out to you, man.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Thanks
that was
for
really
coming
nice.
out.
And he brought his dancers as well.
He actually performed one of our favorite tracks.
Which one is it?
I do.
I do.
I do.
You're my girl. Is that the one?
Hello.
Oh, we love his music. So thank you so much. That was really cool. And one other important thing that went right was the blessings from our parents.
Yeah.
You know, the whole interzonal permit requiring relationship we were in.
If you don't know, please watch the previous episode.
So to actually have our families acknowledge and accept, like, okay, there's nothing we can do. Kofi's here and it looks like he's here to stay, so we're going to accept and love him. We don't have a choice. No, you don't. Parents, in case they're watching it. Njira is here. We don't know where she comes from, but we're just going to accept her and we're going to love her and she's going to be our daughter. So that was the cherry on top of the cake. Everything just came together. The fighting, the stress, the wrong things, everything just fell into place. Is there any other thing that went right?
I think that was the most important thing. I think from our previous episode, you get to know that we had a bit of challenges where that was concerned.
Yeah.
But during the whole wedding and coming, I think Mom sent her message, you know, bestowing upon her blessings upon blessings upon blessings upon blessings. You know, that was amazing. So our families coming together was on point.
Finally, interzonal permit approved. And the weather, that thunderstorm. But these weather forecast things are a liar.
And remember that we've been following this weather forecast for
3
a
months
very long
before.
time.
Yeah.
So on the day before, it was like fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And the weather was just superb.
Perfect.
Phenomenal.
Thank you, Baba God.
For coming through.
Yes, so that is what went right. Decor lady, superb.
Shout out.
My bouquet, I loved it. The dresses, perfect. Suit, perfect. Though my husband had put on a bit of weight. And food. Well, if the witches and wizards made a U-turn, then you know it was really
Oh my God.
then you know it was good. Okay. And then we have friends and family. We have friends whom we assigned certain tasks to, and they came through.
Yeah.
And then we have those who we expected to come through, but they did not. This is when now I start mentioning names.
But she won't.
Number one.
Because no.
Let me just mention one name. Okay, let me spell. Then you guys
No.
can finish off
There's no need.
the names. No, they need to know, because maybe if they get married and they think that that person is going to be there, then it'll be a flop.
No.
I'm trying to
When-
save the people here.
When
Let me save
they
them.
decide to
So,
go,
when
no, please,
When now-
let's not go there.
when
We had people that didn't come through for us. We continue to pray for you.
Madam,
We continue
How?
to support you.
auntie, no, auntie.
And we can't wait to see you next time on our
No, we're not
new
done.
episode of
We are so not
Kofi
done.
and Njira.
No,
This is
we're-
our story. Bye bye.
Manage your expectations.
So that you don't get disappointed. You know, we are all going to get disappointed at some point in time. So it's very important that you know that this is what is going to happen.
Veronica.
Who's Veronica?
So you did not do what we asked you to do.
Excuse you. There is no one called Veronica. Well, anyway, that's none of my business. So that's the realities
Oh my god.
of getting married.
Why can't we just list? Let's just tell the people. We can't.
That's right.
This is our story. We need to tell them, Hore. Veronica, Onika did not do this.
Ooh, okay.
Why are you protecting them?
It's getting
Why are you
hard in
protecting?
here.
Why are you protecting them?
I'm not protecting.
Let's tell
anybody.
them who it was,
Why.
so that they don't put them in the bridal squad. Tomorrow they'll say how. They'll call us. and
They'll
say,
come to us.
Kofi and
No, wait. When you want to put anybody in your bridal squad, come to us. We'll advise.
No, I'm not doing any marriage advice or counseling.
It's not marriage advice or counseling. It's who you're putting in your
you
bridal
you
squad.
see for yourself. Everyone must feel the heat.
Know yourself.
I get we can name them now to save them from coming to us. Like, you don't want to do that. No.
We'll name them in the next episode.
You know you won't.
Stay tuned.
Yes. So family, friends, they won't come through for you. Like, it's better you know now, because if you're going to expect certain things, you will be crying on your wedding day. And so I think the thing with us, and my husband was against it, was if it's cooking, we're going to find people to cook whom we don't know and whom we're going to pay to cook. Because my husband wanted his aunties to come and cook. The same aunties who were making U-turns. So were they going to come and cook really? That's the thing. So yeah, think really hard about whom you're going to get to do what, so that it's done. Otherwise, you will cry. We know stories, don't you know stories of family members who were supposed to bring something and they didn't bring it on time?
Yes, that thing. Well, this concludes this episode of overall a very great experience. People came out for me that I really didn't expect to. They came out to do things I also didn't expect to. I had important people in my life and in society that actually took the time out to come and be at my wedding. I think it's safe to say that I was really, really touched. So overall, I had an amazing wedding. And there's nothing that I can ever do to go back and change it. I'm married to this beautiful lady because of that. And I cannot go back and change anything. And that's how I feel about the wedding.
Yeah, and eating cake with your best friend for breakfast, lunch, and supper is something I would do all over again. So it was worth it. And I want to thank everyone who played a part in it. Family, those who provided services, those who surprised us with performances. He's just an amazing guy. And also the witches and the wizards, thank you so much for motivating us to be who we are. And we'll try to do our best.
Yeah.
Yeah.